You are now watching Reading Your Comments with the Game Peeps, brought to you by Christopher Marlowe. Gerardo Brooks says,
Nice video. Your video deserves more views. Check out insertwebsitehere.com.
we will definitely look into that because that is definitely
Not a scam.
All right. And that's pretty much it for comments.
Thanks, everyone.
And happy
April Fools.
yeah. But it's not a trick that we have no comments. That's real.
No, that's more like you guys playing a trick on us.
Yeah, we were promised comments, people. What happened?
Yeah, what the heck?
Anyway, once again, in lieu of comments, we have delved into the depths of our minds and found 5 more questions each.
Somehow we've managed. Right?
Yep.
Okay.
I think. I did. I don't know about
good.
you.
Yeah, I did.
All right. We good?
Mm-hmm.
We ready for Freddy?
Sure.
Great. That's not the first question.
Yeah.
First question. Have you ever been in a sketchy situation?
Yeah. Of course.
And what was it? If you're okay sharing it.
It was just like, I've been in several, but I can't think of, I can't think of any offhand,
I know there was one you had mentioned a while back where it was like you answered an ad for a audition?
Haha, yeah, that's weird. Okay, yeah, because it was Mandy.com, right?
Yeah.
So,
Actually, usually a good site.
usually a very good site. And, the audition was in like a residential area, which it doesn't always mean bad thing if it's in like a building in the residential area, but it wasn't. It was in someone's home, and yeah. But I was there with my parents, right? Because both of my parents, I don't know why, but both my parents took me to the audition that day, and so the guy met us on the street, and he's like, "Follow me back to my house," and I was like. This is where I'd be like, no. But then I was like, I'm here with my mom. I just want to see what the hell's gonna go on.
So question 2.
Okay.
Who let the dogs out?
Who? That is the question, isn't it?
Yeah, that is the question everyone
like-
wants to know the answer to.
I don't know. It must have been someone who was pro animals, to an extreme degree, where it's they don't even care that these animals belong to other people.
Yeah.
How they have happy homes and stuff like that.
So
but
they
happen to be outside dogs, and they're
Okay.
these bastards leaving their dogs outside.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
they let them out to freedom because it's obviously they don't have a good home, but they're crazy.
Okay. Who is your favorite playwright?
Shakespeare, and No Coward, and Oscar Wilde.
Question 4. Why do fools fall in love?
I feel like you become a fool when you fall in love. So you're fine, and then you fall in love, and now you're a fool.
5th and final question. Cake or pie?
Cake.
Go on.
It's this thing from this show called Drop Dead Diva, and it's this girl on the show. She accidentally baked a cake and a pie together because the pages got stuck together. So so it was half cake, half pie. So I'm like, yeah, let's do that.
All right. Well, that's 5 questions.
All right, this is one you asked me before.
Cheater.
Out of the 7 deadly sins, which do you think you'd be? Because you never answered.
See, I honestly don't know. Maybe sloth.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because it's a lot of the time when it's I should be working on something, but I don't want to do anything.
I feel like that's an entire generation. In the spirit of April Fools,
Okay.
what was the best prank you've had played on you?
And if I were to tell you I've never had a prank played on me?
Never? By no one?
Not that's springing to mind. No. Like if there were, it would have been probably like elementary school, and there's really nothing memorable.
That's sad. Question 3. Am I only a lab rat?
I didn't want to say anything.
No.
But
no.
I'm sorry.
What's the experiment?
That's classified.
Oh, God. Well, now I know, so
Yeah.
things are gonna get ugly. How do you make holy water?
Well, you take the water.
Mm-hmm.
That's step 1.
Uh-huh.
Then you take it to the Vatican,
Okay.
where a priest, usually the Pope, but you know, sometimes he's busy, so you give it to a cardinal or one of them.
Mm-hmm.
They do their whole blessing thing and forgive this water for it has sinned. And there you go, holy water.
Okay. What's your favorite childhood cartoon?
Oh, there were a lot, but really the one that immediately and always comes to mind is Gargoyles.
Good one.
Oh yeah, that was a great series.
So anyways, that's it for this video. So I guess until next time.
Go out and play.
Bye! Kimberly in a box says,
I should make it a goal to leave an extra long comment every time I watch one of your videos.
Hey guys, we're ready for the road trip. Shannon just came to pick me up, so.
Yep, and I made a big oopsie and forgot myself. I also usually do this has been reading your comments with the Game Peeps. Yeah.
So until next time.
Yep. Go play.